You live in a hostel, you don't have too much time or items to work with, but you create foods that are fun and exciting and give you a break from the daily. And today we're doing exactly that. I am going to make and rate your recipes on the basis of creativity, ease, and taste. So let's get you started with the first one. Noodleicious by Manjima. I've actually met Manjima in real life. I was out with my friends and I approached her to take a picture of us, and she was literally so sweet. And she was the first person I had ever met who had recognized me from my videos, so it was just a very surreal experience. For Noodleicious, we start by making a soup with some sweet corn soup packet and hot water. Cover and keep aside, and now we're just boiling Maggi. This is my first time using a kettle for anything other than water, except for this one time when I was in school and I was trying to be over smart and make coffee at 2 a.m. I mean, I was at home, but during school times, I had my exam the next day and all the milk overflowed on my books. Fun times. So what I did here was I added the Maggi to a kettle with water, closed it and let the water boil, and it just takes like a few seconds, and then I just kept it closed for 2 more minutes for the Maggi to cook through, and then drained the water. Add the hot Maggi to the soup, and now we season with onion and garlic powder, some oregano, and mix, and that's it. A final drizzle of chili oil, and Manjima likes to have this with cream and onion lace, which is frankly such a great flavor to pair with creamy corn. I love this. I'm not a soup person, but noodle soup is different. This was so simple and not so unique, but so smart. You get more volume of food and it tastes really nice. I'll give this a 9 for creativity, a 9.5 for ease because it is so easy to make, and 9 for taste. It is so smart. Macaroni sabzi by Janvi. Okay, so Janvi already gets the potato sabzi from her mess, but we need to make it. So we start by roughly chopping parboiled potatoes and then fry them in oil on medium high till they're golden brown on all sides. Push the potatoes to one side of the pan, and on the other side we cook turmeric and chili powder for about 30 seconds before mixing it all together. I know I've told you this before, but I really struggle with saying 30. I always say 30. Take out the potatoes and in the same oil temper cumin seeds. While they're popping, we'll add macaroni to boiling salted water to cook. To the cumin seeds, add lots of pasta sauce and Maggi masala and mix really well. This particular local brand of pasta cooks really fast, so I added the almost but not fully cooked pasta to the sauce as well as the potatoes. Mix, let it simmer for about 5 minutes or so, and the sabzi is ready, and it frankly smelled just like a normal aloo sabzi. I'm serving on top of rice because who doesn't love carbs on carbs on carbs? And it was honestly delicious. I don't think this would work with roti, but with rice, it genuinely tasted amazing. Frying the aloo and then mixing it with the spices and then the pasta sauce getting cooked with the Maggi masala, it somehow gives you this light, tomatoey, nicely seasoned sabzi, which actually tastes more like a proper Indian sabzi than a pasta. Given that you already have the sabzi with you and you just need to cook the macaroni and do the steps after that, this gets a 9 for creativity, 8 for ease, and I'll have to give it a 10 for taste because I really liked it. I was very surprised by how much I liked it. Masala Muri by byeeee. Belonging to West Bengal, masala muri is something I've grown up eating a lot, so I honestly wasn't surprised by the number of muri recipes I got. It's quick to make, it doesn't need too many ingredients, as you can make one with like 10 ingredients and it'll taste good, and you can just eat muri with bhujia and that also tastes really good. It keeps you full for a long time, so making it in a hostel is a great meal idea and it's actually pretty smart. For this hostel special masala muri, mix green chilies, tomato, onions with aloo bhujia, any kind of namkeen, muri and achar. The oil of it and the achar itself crushed with your fingers. This is my mom's aam ka achar and it's still good and it has a lot of flavor, so don't judge it by its color. Finishing with lots of coriander and that's ready. I've had my fair share of muri but never with no seasoning or lemon juice, but this one actually makes sense because we are using aloo bhujia, which gives us that tang as well as the saltiness. The achar is a great lemon replacement and namkeen also has salt, so for how low effort this muri is and how good it tastes, I'll give this a 7 for creativity, 9.5 for ease and 9 for taste. Lotte Choco Pie Cake by Sanjana. The nostalgia this pack of Choco Pies gave me, I haven't bought one in years, so it was just It was nice. What we do here is we take choco pie and place it as a base, apply melted dairy milk on top, and then again the choco pie layer. Instead of 3 choco pies in each layer, I did 2 because I will be eating the entire thing and 9 pieces would be too much for me to even finish within a week. We repeat this once more and then use gems to write on top. Since it's supposed to be a birthday cake, Sanjana obviously writes the age, but since my birthday is nowhere near and I don't know what else to write, let's write the number of yous who are currently there, which is 159k. Crazy. So many of you. This was so easy and fun to make and it just made me so happy. I know if someone was thoughtful enough to make this on my birthday in a hostel, it would make me feel so good, and I think thinking from a more emotional point of view, I enjoyed this cake a lot even though I am not a big choco pie fan. I'll give this a 10 for creativity, a 10 for ease, and 8.5 for taste. I was telling my friend about this cake and that's when I realized not a lot of people know this, but if you microwave choco pie for about 30 seconds, the marshmallow puffs up and it gets all gooey, and this is how I like eating choco pie. So if you didn't already know about this hack, you should definitely try it. Maggi Chapki by Himani, and this recipe is apparently really famous in her hostel. Starting with the Maggi, heat up some water in a kettle and then add Maggi, the masala, salt, onion powder and chili powder. Close and cook and just let it be in there for 2 minutes before taking it out, and it's just perfectly cooked. I do plan on using my kettle to make Maggi more often because it works so well and cleaning it up is also not a hassle. Take roti, apply butter on it and add Maggi on top, some ketchup, some freshly chopped onions, and then wrap it up and close with a toothpick. Given you get the roti from your mess, this literally takes like 5 minutes to make. I served with some orange juice, and this meal makes a lot of sense to me because I haven't met one person who is satisfied with just one packet of Maggi. So bulking it up with roti and then seasoning a bit with butter and spices, ketchup and onions, it's a more satiating food item that I believe kind of acts as an escape from the food you eat every single day. I'll give this an 8.5 for creativity, a 9 for ease, and 7.5 for taste. Hostel Hackwich by Shivangi. I'm making this one out of pure curiosity. Slice an apple thinly and do the same with green chilies. Take a pack of kurkure and crush it with all your might, just the way you sometimes want to strangle humans but you can't. And now we assemble. Spread a generous layer of jam on a piece of bread. Add a thin layer of kurkure on it, and next layer apple slices. Some more kurkure powder on top, and then a few thinly sliced green chilies. Close with another piece of bread and sprinkle kala namak on both sides, and that's ready. Okay, so honest review, I was confused but I did not hate it, and here's why. I think we are using fruit jam which goes with the sweet and juicy apples. The kurkure is plain masala flavor, so it doesn't add a lot of flavor other than the spice which is accompanied by the green chilies. So the sandwich is essentially just a sweet and spicy concoction. The kala namak on both sides, in my opinion, was a bit of an overkill, and we could have just added it inside the sandwich, maybe in the kurkure layer, to kind of diffuse its flavor. But yeah, keeping all those things in mind, I'll give this a 10 for creativity. I'll just have to do it. An 8.5 for ease and 6 for taste. Mac and cheese toast by Shreya. Okay, so we start by boiling our macaroni. I did the same thing as I did with the Maggi. Added water, salt and pasta to the kettle and turned it on to cook. But this time, I turned it on 3 times in succession to just let it cook inside. Do not heavily salt the water like I did because it will bubble up and it will spill. I drained most of the water out and then added a splash of milk, pepper, oregano, chili flakes, a tiny bit of pasta sauce and some mozzarella cheese. Mixed it and just closed for a few minutes for the heat to do its job and emulsify everything. That looks so promising. It's obviously not super creamy because of the lack of a binding agent, but it smelled amazing and the cheese pulls were even more amazing. Now we assemble. On a slice of toast, add some chili oil. I'm using my hot honey chili oil which spreads so nicely on the toast. Add the mac and cheese on top and finish with oregano. It took around 10 minutes to make, and for that, the outcome was so good. It's so savory and cheesy and I really liked it. I'll give this a 9.5 for creativity, a 9 for ease, and a 9.5 for taste. Final verdict, latte choco pie won, and I'm just saying, if you have a microwave, put the entire cake in it for like 30 seconds to a minute and it's going to be beautiful. For savory, I would actually say try any of the recipes you liked in the video because they all were pretty low effort. And yeah, that's it for me rating your recipes. Remember to stay tuned on my YouTube community posts to get updates about the upcoming parts if you're interested in me trying your recipes. I'll see you on the next one. Bye!
Mona Lisa, everyone's lining up to see her. She's a Mona Lisa, everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something that